Let me tell you about my 12 cats. They're the coolest cats you've ever seen, but they get up to all sorts of mischief, and they never say where they have been. And as you know, every cat starts with 9 lives. This makes them feel so clever and strong. How many lives do my cats have in total? We can work it out with a 9 times table. So 1 9 is 9, 2 9s 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36, 5 9s 45, 6 9s 54, 7 9s are 63, and 8 9s are 72. 9 9s are 81, 10 9s are 90, 11 9s are 99, 12 9s 108. So let's celebrate staying alive with 9 lives. Meow, meow, meow. Staying alive with 9 lives. Meow, meow, meow. One day Edna fell out of a window. One day Magic fell out of a tree. One day Doris got hit by a bus. Oof! How they're still alive is a mystery to me. One day Stanley got stuck in a washing machine. One day Rosie got stuck down the loo. How many lives did my 12 cats start with? I know my 9 times table, do you? 1 9 is 9, 2 9s are 18, 3 9s are 27, 4 9s are 36, 5 9s are 45, 6 9s are 54, 7 9s are 63, and 8 9s are 72. 9 9s are 81, 10 9s are 90, 11 9s are 99, 12 9s 108. So let's celebrate staying alive with 9 lives. Meow, meow, meow. Staying alive with 9 lives. Meow, meow, meow. Staying alive, staying alive, staying alive with 9 lives. Meow, 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 meow. So, hands up if you've missed that song and singing your times tables along with Percy Parker. I certainly have. Can you believe it might be in February or even March since we all sang together and added those meow meow meows? It's quite extraordinary when you think about it. When the schools closed in March and we all had to go home and do things at home that we don't normally do at home, like school. And I just wanted to say a really big well done to all of you for doing so well since then, since March. I'm now here to say a fond farewell, as in this is the end of our Year 4 journey together. And thinking about March and what happened this March, if you cast your minds back to last March when you were in Year 3, a lot of you were in Year 3. I know we had some new arrivals in September, but last March I was lucky enough to become your class teacher. So I'd already known a lot of you for a whole year before we had to go home this March. And a lot has happened since this March. We're now on the verge of the summer holidays. Yay! And as you know me, as your teacher, I do love a really good poem. And Mr. Mac has found the most amazing poem that's found a way, somehow, to put words to what happened in March and what's happening right now and what may happen, touch wood, in the future. And I wanted to share it with you. It's written by a man that goes by the name of Tom Foolery. And the poem is called The Great Realization. You might have heard it already, but if not, it's incredible. And this is it. The Great Realization by Tom Foolery. Tell me the one about the virus again, then I'll go to bed. But my boy, you're growing weary, sleepy thoughts about your head. That one's my favourite. Please, I promise, just once more. Okay, snuggle down, my boy, but I know you all too well. This story starts before then, in a world I once would dwell. It was a world of waste and wonder, of poverty and plenty, back before we understood why hindsight's 2020. You see, the people came up with companies to trade across all lands, but they swelled and got much bigger than we ever could have planned. We always had our wants, but now it got so quick. You could have anything you dreamed of in a day with a click. We noticed families had stopped talking. That's not to say they never spoke, but the meaning must have melted and the work-life balance broke. And the children's eyes grew squarer and every toddler had a phone. They filtered out the imperfections, but amidst the noise, they felt alone. And every day the skies grew thicker till you couldn't see the stars. So we flew in planes to find them, while down below we filled our cars. We drove around all day in circles. We'd forgotten how to run. We swapped the grass for tarmac, shrunk the parks till there were none. We filled the sea with plastic because our waste was never capped. Until each day, when you went fishing, you'd pull them out, already wrapped. And while we drank and smoked and gambled, our leaders taught us why it's best to not upset the lobbies. More convenient to die. But then, in 2020, a new virus came our way. The governments reacted and told us all to hide away. But while we were all hidden, amidst the fear and all the while, the people dusted off their instincts. They remembered how to smile. They started clapping to say thank you and calling up their mums. And while the car keys gathered dust, they would look forward to their runs. And with the skies less full of voyagers, the earth began to breathe, and the beaches bore new wildlife that scuttled off into the seas. Some people started dancing, some were singing, some were baking. We'd grown so used to bad news, but some good news was in the making. And so when we found the cure and were allowed to go outside, we all preferred the world we'd found to the one we'd left behind. Old habits became extinct and they made way for the new. And every simple act of kindness was now given its due. But why did it take us so long to bring the people back together? Well, sometimes you've got to get sick, my boy, before you start feeling better. Now, lie down and dream of tomorrow and all the things that we can do. And who knows, if you dream hard enough, maybe some of them will come true. We now call it the Great Realization. And yes, since then, there have been many. But that's the story of how it started and why hindsight's 2020. I think that's just amazing, that poem. I'm just going to rewind 4 lines before the end. And I want this to be my message to you as you get ready for year 5. Dream of tomorrow and all the things that we can do. And who knows, if you dream hard enough, maybe some of them will come true. So, Ariana, Adrian, Aiden, Aiden, Alex, Andre, Andrea, Aoife, all of those A's, David, Diana, Isabella, Isla, Jamela, Joseph, Lisa, Lucy, Madison, Mateo, Oscar, Paisley, Sophia, Xander, all those names that end in A as well. Keep dreaming. And just before I go, I wanted to share another poem in a way, but a poem that's been set to music. A song by a man regarded as one of America's great poets. And this time it's not Bruce Springsteen. It's a man called Bob Dylan, who was very, very famous in the 60s and played at Live Aid all those years ago. It was the 35th anniversary on Monday the 13th of July, just passed. He wrote a song about that importance of never forgetting who you are when you grow up, and the fact that when you're a child, it's so easy to dream and cling on to your imagination and dream big. Think of those things that you really want to be and do when you grow up. But he realizes just how important it is as you grow up and move on to get older, have a birthday, become a year older, move on to the next class. You must always stay forever young. And this song is called Forever Young. And I'm just going to put this contraption on here so that it will make that noise, or that sound when I do that. Okay, this is Forever Young by Bob Dylan, and it's my song to you. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. And may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. May you stay forever young. May you grow up to be righteous. May you grow up to be true. And may you always know the truth and see the light surrounding you. May you always be courageous, stand upright and be strong, and may you stay forever young, forever young, forever young. your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of change shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. So may I wish you the best summer ever, and I look forward to seeing you around school in September when you're going to be big year 5s. So take care. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.